The Scoop. The Scoop. Hey, what's up? This is your girl Ashley Marie, and you're tuned into The Scoop, your one stop for all things love, lifestyle, and relationships on MorrisMediaLive.com.
I said, welcome to the school. You know it's time to tune in. You gotta tell all your friends, girl, welcome to the school. You know it's time to tune in. You better tell all your friends, homie, welcome to the school. The time is now, tune in. You better buzz in your friends, y'all, welcome to the school. Gather around, tune in. Now let the show begin. Hey, look, it's time to tune in. If you not, then you faking it. The best topics, love, lifestyle, and relationships. The dopest host in the world, Ashley Marie, holding it down from 7:30 to the 9:00 p.m. You better tell a friend every Wednesday night, cause you know she going in. They breaking the hottest artist in the game right now. No competition, so she in her own lane right now. You need the latest and the greatest, somebody that's gonna debate it. Well, we got it on lock, I know they hate it. See, you can learn a lot if you choose to pay attention. We talk world news, sports, don't let me fail to mention how to get your money right, so you can live a lovely life. Call in and get you some advice. It's not a game no more, we taking over the airwaves. MorrisMediaLive.com to catch the replays clean. You know it's time to tune in. You gotta tell all your friends, girl, welcome to the school. You know it's time to tune in. You better tell all your friends, homie, welcome to the school. The time is now, tune in. You better buzz in your friends, y'all, welcome to the school. Gather around, tune in. Now let the show begin.
Hey, happy Wednesday. Welcome to The Scoop. I'm your host, Ashley Marie, here in studio with my favorite person ever.
Whoa.
Jeez.
Whoa, that's heavy.
I know.
That's heavy.
I really love you now.
Oh my God. Now?
Yeah. Before it was like.
It was like whatever?
Yeah, it was like love adjacent.
That's a long time.
I
That's
really
a long time
you
to like now just to love me. But I'll take it anyway.
I love you now.
Yeah, thanks.
What's up, Neesin?
What's up, Ashley?
Welcome to The Scoop. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
I'm happy to be here.
Happy Scoop Day.
Happy Scoop Day. Oh, yeah, we said we were going to start doing that.
We did.
Happy Scoop Day, you guys.
Scoop
We
Day.
are your one stop for all things love, lifestyle, and relationships. And tonight, I am so honored and so pleased to welcome a very special guest to The Scoop. Actor, comedian, writer. He's another hot mess. We've had a lot of hot messes this week. He's pretty much a hot mess. I got a chance to check him out twice this weekend at a couple of his shows. But help me welcome to The Scoop, Mr. Clayton Thomas.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's here.
Did he take the glasses off?
It just happened.
Dang.
So the logo for all of those looking
Hey. And it's on
Yeah,
the shirt.
logos. There you go. Logos.
Yeah.
Logos. Look at it. Rocking brands. I got my brand on. He got his brand on his brand.
I love that. Like, no matter what, you are always repping your brand. Because I didn't know. I was like, oh, okay, those are cool little sweatsuits that he has.
Hilarious.
And then I didn't realize, like, CT is short for Clayton Thomas. I didn't put two and two together.
Hey, you know, it happens, man. You know, I don't know what school system you are part of, but that's definitely, you know what's funny?
The same way Neesin came out of.
But I caught that.
I have my website on my jackets always, and literally people will come up and they'll come on my left side and be like, hey, what does CT stand for? And I'm like, oh, you know, it's my name. Oh, that's what's up, man. What's your name? I'm literally
like Clayton Thomas.
Staring in their face with it.
You know, just
you know, it's probably.
But you're nice about it, right?
I'm a very
you're
nice
such
guy.
a nice guy.
I try my best, man, because you know this life's too short, man. You
Yeah.
don't know what day somebody had for you to just say something slick to them.
That's true, like you just did me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I got another one for you. Those of you guys who are fans of The Scoop, first of all, this is an amazing show. I'm having so much fun already with you guys.
Thank you.
I would love for you to tell the audience the only thing I asked for to do this show.
Oh my gosh.
If you wouldn't mind.
Oh.
His rider included water. He asked for water.
That's all I asked for. And continue. What happened?
And you asked for it when you came in the studio.
Yeah.
I had every intention of getting the water. And Poetess is here to save the day. She has some water.
Oh, does she?
But let me finish telling the story.
Yeah, tell this story.
I have water.
Uh-huh.
But you know it's been hot as heck. All
Exactly.
week.
Been burning.
And it's in my car. Like I always keep a case of water in my car because I like to stay hydrated. So the water's really hot. So if you want some hot water, I have that for you.
Two things. One, as y'all see, the water is still not here, which is crazy.
Okay.
Two, if you shouldn't drink hot water that's in plastic in the car
I was
because of
Why?
BPA.
I was going to get
Oh,
it.
because of the chemicals that.
Yeah.
From the
So I
bottle.
should throw that water out.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not good.
Especially now.
Unless you got glass bottles, which you should have from now on. But still, even then, you know, just don't drink any hot
So
water.
I should be drinking water out of glass.
I mean, that's probably the safest way. You could get it warm or whatever, but you never want to drink water that's been sitting in the car in a bottle of plastic.
Dang,
Just
you got
toss me one.
2 bottles.
You don't do underhand.
She did.
She shocked him at you.
I do the
Thank
same
you,
thing.
Paul.
People be like, I'm like underhand. How do you
Underhand.
do it?
Let me prepare. I'm glad I looked cool on camera
You
grabbing
did,
both
you
of them.
did. A lot
But
of
man,
practice.
Poe that's got that aim.
Welcome to the Scoop, Clayton.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you for coming to the shows as well. That was really dope.
That was so fun.
Just let you know right now, I wasn't there because I didn't get invited.
Oh man.
It was so last minute, Neesin.
Uh-huh.
And you know what's so funny? I'm used to doing things alone that I
Uh-huh.
don't even think sometimes to like
Yeah.
hit my friends up. Like, hey, do you want to do this?
She just said
I
she
just-
loved me.
No.
Yeah.
She just-
I do.
I met you with
do.
another one. She had at least 24 hours notice.
That's not true.
Yeah. The second one, yeah, you had.
No, I didn't.
I met you on a Saturday night.
You didn't tell me about the second show.
What?
On Saturday.
What?
You
I
did not
met
tell
you
me.
Saturday night. Then I
Lord.
said, hey, would you like to come to my show at the Laugh Factory tomorrow night? And you were like, yeah. I was like, all right, cool. I got a guest
I
list.
don't remember that. I was drinking, and I
were
don't
you?
hold my liquor well.
Oh.
Everyone knows
Oh,
that.
so
including
it
our
wasn't
Scoop
his
listeners.
fault. It was your fault because you didn't hold your liquor around. You
Yeah,
couldn't
I don't remember that. But you did hit me up on Sunday, like, hey, do you want to come to the free show?
First of all, props to you for holding your alcohol like a lady. I mean,
you
I would
couldn't
never would
tell,
have
huh?
noticed.
Yeah.
Did not know.
I just smile a lot.
Props.
I smile, I giggle, I act shy and coy.
She was. You turn more ladylike as you get drunk.
I
Because
was about to say.
you were classy as hell. I was like, hi, how are you?
That's that real drinker right there.
Yeah.
That's a
That's
professional.
not true. No, it depends on how many drinks I have. Like, if I have, I only had 2 because it was a 2-drink minimum. I was like, well, I don't really want to drink, but I'll go ahead and have 2 drinks, support the venue, support the acts that are on. And I was borderline lit. I wasn't like too lit. But I think if I had like 2 more, it would have been a different experience.
Wow.
So you went to the comedy on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You just went just to go?
Yeah. Okay. So BT Kingsley,
Yeah.
that was here last week. He invited me,
Okay.
and then I went and I met Clayton there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Clayton Thomas. You can't say just
Clayton.
Clayton.
Yeah, yeah.
Clayton
Oh, I'm
sounds
sorry.
weird without the
It does?
Thomas.
Yeah, it definitely
It's an
sounds.
I
interesting
don't
name.
think so.
Trust me.
I don't think so at all.
I've had it my entire life. Everybody's like, oh, that's an interesting name. I
So
thought
do
you
you
would be
prefer
white.
CT?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you guys, when you're in the streets and you see CT, call him.
Hey, yo, CT.
That's
I'll
so
always
thuggish.
look. No, CT. You know what's
Just how I
thuggish?
said it.
JJ or J or
Nah.
Little
JJ
man,
JJ's
little
a
man.
little what?
Lil Man. I give
Little
you
man is like pretty thuggish.
How are all those thuggish? Those are like the softest. Hey,
Lil
JJ.
That's thug.
Lil CT. Oh, that would be
Now
that
that's
would
bad.
be thuggish.
Lil CT is kind of thuggy.
Yeah, little CT means that there's a big CT.
Yeah.
Somewhere
and-
hiding.
And
Yeah,
yeah,
you
in
just
the
gave
gang
me a
culture.
child.
Yeah, in the gang culture.
That's
that is
not someone you want to fool
it's
with.
big, little, tiny. Like so that means there's a
Big,
tiny
little,
there's a
tiny.
tiny CT somewhere.
Oh yeah,
as
there
well.
is big Ray
Big
Ray.
little- yeah, big
Lil
Ray Ray, Lil Ray, tiny Ray
Ray
Ray.
That's
Yeah,
true.
come on, man. Y'all gotta know this.
All right. Well, I'm so excited to get to know you more tonight
pleasure is all
and get
mine.
to
I'm
know
excited as
all of
well.
the exciting things that you have done and what you have coming up.
Yeah. You
you got
want me
a-
to say it right now? Or
No,
you,
no, not
okay.
yet.
You
not
never
yet.
know.
We're
Yeah. You know, you
I
do
know-
radio shows. You,
you know
never know
what?
what they want to do.
I know. And
That's it
you're-
right now? Right now? Oh no.
It's so funny. Like, are you okay? I'm just trying to figure out what your personality is. Like, I don't know if you're humble, and I don't know if you're cocky, because you're a totally different person when you're on stage. You're like,
Oh.
you know, he walks out and says, "Let me just." What do you say? Let me try to do your joke. Let me just.
Let me try to do your joke in front of you real quick.
Let me
Right.
just address the elephant in the room. I'm handsome as fuck. That's
Hey,
what you say.
that's
Okay. When you say it out of context like that, it comes off very arrogant and cocky. To explain it further, I have a bit where I pretty much say, yes, I'm handsome as hell, but I'm not fine.
Oh yeah.
And when you're fine, you just get treated differently by women. Women give you
yes.
the love, the attention. They approach you. But when you're handsome, it's a little harder. Like you get told, oh, yeah, you're not ugly. That's what handsome is. You're not ugly. So I'm handsome as hell, but I'm just not fine. I'm aspiring to be fine.
What are you doing to increase your fineness?
Oh, man, making money, which
Okay.
is definitely going to
That
get
will
it.
do it.
It's going to get it
That'll
there.
do it. That'll drop some panties. Oh, I
then-
mean, you're married, so.
Well, I mean, you know what I'm saying? And
No.
then the abs come into account when you fine. So if you get abs or
And
money
money.
or both,
And or.
finest person on the planet.
Yeah.
Faces don't even matter if you got abs and money.
That's true.
Yeah.
This is true. Good luck
But
to you.
I'm extremely humiliative. I am probably the most grateful
You
guy
are really
you'll ever
nice.
meet.
I was like, oh my God, he's so nice.
That's nice of you to say.
I'm just
I
let y'all
appreciate
know that humilitive was on the SAT.
That is an
vocabulary
SAT.
word.
Speaking of SAT words,
Yeah.
speaking of the usage of SAT words, we are going to get into our very own financial guru, Mr. Yo Harrison, who always uses huge SAT words. And Yo, are you on the line? He'll be on the line in just a moment.
I am on the line.
Hey, yo.
Find the mute button.
Oh, you have that mute button
mute
on.
button.
How are you? Welcome. Happy
I'm
Wednesday.
good. How are you?
Happy Scoop Day.
Happy Scoop Day to you as well.
Thank you. It's been a
What
couple
up?
weeks.
How you, mate?
What's up, man?
Let me turn this volume down so stop that reverb a little bit.
And Yo, say hi to our guest tonight, Mr. Clayton Thomas. He is a writer, actor, comedian.
Clayton, what up, man? We've actually we've crossed paths a few times with my homie Kedar Whittle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
You
Kedar
guys
is incredible.
have shared numerous stages together, so we've dapped up a couple times. I can happily say I'm as handsome as you are.
That's
So
what's
Yo,
up,
you would
man.
consider
And
yourself
aspire to
handsome.
be fine.
So
My
Yo,
wife
you would
don't like
consider
it if I'm
yourself
fine, though.
handsome and not fine?
My wife prefers if I stay handsome because if I'm fine, then she
Then
got to fight
she has
people.
a problem. Right.
Yeah.
That
So,
makes sense.
works for me because I get free drinks and some of that. Like, hey, let me get you a drink. Yeah, go right ahead.
Hilarious.
Give my wife one too.
That's a different level of handsome, though. I've never been bought a drink.
What?
Hey,
Nope.
you got to put a suit on.
That's
put a suit on.
that
Oh.
suit from that picture is what I have to
Yo's
put on.
a
when
beast
I'm
about the suits. He
Yeah,
even
yeah,
has his
yeah, he's real.
initials like
in the suits.
embroidered in his suits.
Yeah, he's
Respect.
real.
Yeah.
With the cufflinks.
Oh, with the links
Yeah,
too. Can't
like
stop
you
that.
got your you got your shirt with your website. I got my suit, my name on.
Oh, nice, man. You killing it.
Look at me being a jobber. Just got a shirt with my logo on it. I need to
And a
step
gold
up.
chain.
And a gold chain. What am I doing? What am I doing? Just being an
A
artist.
thug.
I'm just being an artist over here,
man.
guys.
What's up, Yo? How can we get our money right this week?
Yo, so it is officially like in 30 days, half September. In 2 more days, we are officially in the 4th quarter of
Hey.
2016.
MJ.
Reassess
Man.
those goals.
Crunch time.
Oh, it is crunch time. It is super crunch time. You know, I encourage a lot of my clients around this time. I've been doing a lot of calls with clients ending the 3rd quarter, going into the 4th. And what I'm pulling out for every single client is here's what you said you wanted to accomplish this year.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot of fun to go through that list with clients because sometimes like, I said that? I'm like, yeah, you said that. I just took notes. That's what you said you wanted to do.
Right.
So now that it's crunch time, the other thing that it is time for that most people tend to ignore is this is the best time to start preparing for the 2017 taxes, which you'll be filing for the 2016 year. Most people don't even start preparing until February or March, and then they get to deal with the surprise, you owe money, or surprise, you get a refund. And I'm here to say today from the top of the mountaintops, not just the mountaintop, but the top of the mountaintops, a tax refund is not a reason to celebrate.
It's a reason to save.
It's a reason to A, save, and B,
And
a
pay
tax
back.
refund, a large tax refund means you did a terrible job at planning all year.
So you've been overpaying the government?
Overpaying the government pays you no interest on that money, and then they give it back, and what do? Not you specifically, but what do most people do? They go out and they spend it. The stores know it's coming.
Yep.
All the retail stores, they'll intentionally lower their prices and say tax holiday and tax savings and all this stuff to get you to go spend that tax refund check. And meanwhile, a lot of those people to get those tax refunds are walking around with 20, 25, 29% interest rates on their credit cards. But then they get a tax refund and they don't pay off their card. No, they go buy some rims. So,
Jeez.
so I've got four things that I want to share with everybody on ways that you can start to prepare for your taxes right now in the 4th quarter. It's the best time to do it.
Okay.
And if you don't follow me on, there's that echo. Y'all hear it?
Well, it's not bad. You can keep going.
Follow me on the Money Script on Instagram, the Money Script on Twitter. You can learn more about these tax tips. I'll be putting a lot of these out between now and the end of the year so you can start to get your money right and have more of that money in your pocket, because I don't know if y'all watch the debate on Mondays. I'm sure you'll talk about it a little bit later. But Trump said, I'm smart. I don't pay any taxes. Now, Wesley Snipes was looking at him like, what do you mean?
Right.
How does that make you smart? But the point is that there are ways, and Trump is very aware of these, there are ways that you can reduce your taxes within the law. You just have to know what those things are and use them accordingly. So, first of all, I want to say that I am not a CPA. I partner with a CPA. So do not take this as tax advice or legal advice. These are just ideas and strategies you can use. Check with your CPA, check with your financial professional to see which ones apply for you. So number one is sit down with a professional. I mentioned this before. I don't cut my own hair. I get a barber to do it. When my toilet gets clogged, I hire a plumber to come unclog it. The house that my wife and I are moving into next week, we will have a gardener to come cut the grass. I pay people to do their professional jobs. It's okay to pay someone else to do your taxes. Most people don't understand tax law. Don't try to. Pay someone else to do it. So sit down with a professional, and I highly encourage you to sit down with a professional. Raise your hand if you have a dual income household. If you are a dual income household with children. If you have 1099 income or you're a business owner. If you bought or sold a property in 2016. If you changed jobs in 2016, if you had a birth or a death in your immediate family in 2016, if you paid on student loans in 2016, or if you paid any taxes to the state of California in 2016, I encourage you, talk to a professional. You're probably missing out on huge opportunities from a tax standpoint. Just looking at that list under number one, I sat down with a young lady last week. And just in our conversation, I was able to uncover over $2,000 of tax savings for her that she missed when she filed her taxes on her own last year. She totally missed them. It was too late. I mean, she could go back and do it all over, but she was really excited. I said, look, I just found you $2,000 that you didn't know that existed. Here it is. So that's number one. Number two, start gathering all your info. So if you are someone that tithes and you give to church, start finding out, how much you gave to church. I encourage you, if you give to your church, do not give cash. Either sign up for auto tithe so you have a record of it, or write checks. Most people don't like carrying a checkbook, but sign up for auto tithe so it's going automatically so you have a record of that. It's easy to keep track, especially if you're giving the actual 10% of your income. If you gave money to other charities, if you drop stuff off at Goodwill, start gathering all the information. Now is a great time to do spring cleaning in the winter. Okay? So winter's coming. It's a good time to do some spring cleaning. Go make that donation to the Kidney Foundation. Make that donation to Goodwill, Salvation Army, whoever it is, and get that receipt, because that's something that can help you out on your taxes. So start pulling all that information together. Go and look at your bank statements and make sure that you have a good record keeping system. When it comes to dealing with the IRS, my CPA says it best. It's all about representation and presentation. So you got to have all the representation of whatever it was that you did, and then you have to have a great way to present it to the IRS to present your case. I was in the office today. He was on the phone with a client and with the IRS, and he was able to really go back at the IRS and say, no, you guys did that wrong. Here's what the numbers are. You made a mistake. And I'm sitting there listening, and they're saying, yeah, you're right. We did miss out on that. Sorry about that. And that was, of course, to the client's benefit. Number three is investments. If you have investment accounts or you have retirement accounts through your employer, or maybe you contribute on your own, then you definitely want to look at the opportunities that you have between now and December 31st. With most plans, anything you do after December 31st won't count for 2016. So you want to see what's available that you can do now in 2016. So if you have a 401k or an IRA through your employer and you don't know what the heck I'm talking about, call me. I'll walk you through it. If you have an investment account with an investment professional, call them and say, hey, what are my options? What can I do between now and the end of the year that's going to affect me tax-wise, either in a positive or a negative way? And then number four, after you have done 1 through 3, I encourage you to get an estimate from your tax professional. And if you have a shortfall or you have an excess, meaning you are pacing to have a $3,000 refund if everything remains the same between now and the end of the year, or you're pacing to owe $3,000 if everything remains the same at the end of the year, make the adjustment now. Even if you increase your withholding so that more money is going to the government between now and the end of the year, so you don't have to come up with that big chunk later on. Or if you're the person that's on track to get a $3,000 refund, because most Americans get a refund every single year. But if you're on track to get a $3,000 refund, there are things you could do now so you could have that money in your bank account now instead of waiting for it when you file your taxes in March. So again, talk to a professional, find out what your options are so that you can have more control of the money. Because if you didn't hear anything else I said, if the words I used were just too big, whatever, and you're like, I don't know what the hell he's talking about, tax, whatever, stuff makes my head hurt. Remember this. Taxes are the largest expense that you will pay in your lifetime.
Wow.
If you don't believe me, think about it. Federal tax, state tax, local tax, real estate tax, sales tax, cell phone tax, cable tax, tax. It is the largest expense you will pay in your lifetime. So if I can help you save a little bit, whether it's 1%, 2%, 3%, or 4% on taxes, that's more money that can go to hanging out at the bar, buying a handsome guy a drink.
Love that.
So with that, unless there's any specific questions right now, I do want to close with this, and this really goes to the conversation you guys were having before I hopped on.
Okay.
And this is something my father told me a long time ago, and Neesin, I know you've heard it. Clayton, you've probably heard it as well. But you will lose a lot of women chasing money. Mm-hmm. But you'll never lose. What's the rest of it?
Money chasing. Wait, what?
Wait, you did it backwards.
Yeah.
Wait, I did it backwards.
Yeah, you did it backwards.
You'll lose a lot of women chasing money. I did it backwards. See,
You'll lose a lot of money chasing women.
A lot of women chasing money.
But you'll never lose.
Never lose.
Money.
Now finish it.
No,
You still said
said
it
it
backwards
backwards
again.
again.
You'll lose a lot of
money chasing women.
But
you'll lose a lot of
money
chasing women.
but
you'll never lose a lot of
women chasing money.
Chasing money.
Exactly.
Dang it. See, that's what happens when you get married.
Y'all got it out.
It doesn't apply anymore.
Yeah, he's like,
Man, I love your effort, though. You know what I mean? Like that right there. You got us in the spirit of what we were trying to think. But I will say,
what's up?
You still will lose some women chasing money, working too hard.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. But it comes around. I mean,
absolutely.
With money comes women. It may not be the
you want.
may not be. Yeah, I was about to say it may not be the ones that you put a ring on, but
no, but it's definitely the ones that told you no in high school.
Yes.
Boom.
That's the truth, boy. That is the truth.
That's all you need right there. A couple yeses from high school. You don't care nothing about nothing new.
Nothing. Like I got you.
Man, you'd be surprised how many messages I get from girls saying they had a crush on me in high school. I'm like, oh, I bet you did.
It's too late
Did
now.
that happen when you saw me on television?
Yo,
Anyway.
What's even crazier though is that one time that happened to me some time ago. I will not disclose the exact time. Babe, if you're listening, don't ask me about this.
Don't
later.
do it. Don't ask.
But that one
Statute of
time
limitations.
when you get the message on Facebook from the girl that used to babysit you.
Ooh.
Yeah.
She's like, you done
illegal.
grown up,
Yeah.
yo. You done grown
I
up.
didn't. Yeah.
Young man.
Got me sitting here pulling out a calculator doing the math. Like, wait a minute. If I
Right.
was 8 and she was 17,
Right. Mm.
that makes okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. I can't
think
believe it.
I had that story a couple times.
Oh,
Neesin, I have a feeling that you actually.
What? Actually, what? I'm not married. Actually, wait. You have a feeling actually. Like,
I have a feeling you went through with it.
Oh, of course. Why not?
Wow.
Why not?
I never had a babysitter. I smashed one of my teachers though. But I
You
never-
did?
Yeah.
While you were a student?
A student of life. But it was my first year doing comedy. I invited a couple of my teachers to my shows, and one was hanging around at the end, and I'm like,
What you doing?
I know this look.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So.
And next thing you know, and I will say it was incredible. She
She taught you a thing or two?
Again.
She taught me a thing or two. The
It's
gift
a-
that kept
it's a-
giving. She taught me in school, and she taught me in life.
She's a true educator.
Jeez.
I love that. She's a true educator.
Shout out to Miss Jones.
Shout out to Miss Young.
Miss, you can't say he's married. You can't be saying names anymore.
No, I can't. I don't know
She
who
knows
it was.
everything.
Oh, she knows that.
Yeah, I'm not one of those guys. But
Okay.
yeah, I wouldn't put her out just in case she still might be trying to hit on some young fellas in the school. I don't want to throw salt in her game.
Don't shade her.
Yeah.
Don't shade her. All right, y'all. Well, thank you so much for all that great info.
Yo, Hans.
You guys can find Yo at give them your
Money
information.
Script.
The Money Script on Instagram.
Is it? Wait,
on
it's not
Twitter.
the. It's not the. Is Money Script or the Money Script?
The Money
The
Script.
The Money Script.
The
Okay,
Money
cool.
Script. The Money Script on Instagram, The Money Script on Twitter. And if you want to follow me personally, hit me up on Instagram at Johanse Harrison. YOHANCE Harrison, HARRISON. Yeah, hit me up with your questions whenever. If you're that person that I named that had one of those situations, hit me up. I can put you in touch with a great CPA. We can run some numbers, and who knows? Maybe you can have a bigger Christmas than you expected. Or go meet one of your old teachers at the bar. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's your money. It's your money.
That's a great team they got over there, man. Great team.
I love
They
it.
got.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right, yo. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We'll see
Y'all
you
have a
next
good night.
week. Okay.
All right,
My
thanks,
man.
All right, you guys. That was our very own financial guru, Mr. Johannes Harrison.
Yo, Hans.
We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to be right back with Mr. Clayton Thomas. More information on him. We're going to get into... Yeah, CT, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's all
Forgive
good.
me.
As long as you say Clayton Thomas, it's all good. Just
This
don't
should
say,
solidify
"We're back with
it."
Clayton.
Wait, Clayton.
This should solidify it. We're going to get into Jay-Z and Pusha T, Drug Dealers Anonymous.
Oh, baby.
That's my joint.
We don't have it? Oh, it's not the next one. It's the next song on my list that I have. Oh, it's not, actually. I'm sorry. But this is even better.
Okay.
Wale PYT.
Oh, nice.
This is a great song, right? All right, you
I
guys.
would have preferred Jay-Z and Pusha. That's cool.
That's later. That's later.
Cool kid sneak.
Pretty on thing, you need some loving
That's a cute song.
from a real one.
I like that song.
Is it bad that I got turned on to the song from it was a theme song from a wrestling pay-per-view?
You love wrestling.
You do? I'm a huge
He's a
WWE
wrestler.
fan.
What?
You're a
Yeah,
wrestler?
right. Yeah.
Did not know that. Tell me more.
Well, I got injured in March.
Damn.
So
How
I
bad?
won't slipped a disc in my back and got diagnosed with something else. But I come back next month. So
Congrats.
Yeah. So I train at Santino Bros. So I've been there now. But shout out to all the Santino Bros, all my boys that I was training with. They just started back into sessions and stuff, and they've been having shows all summer. So it's been
All right.
Man, I mean, after we get done with this interview, when it's all about me, I want to hear about
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
and I want to come to a show and
it's
see
about
you perform,
Yeah,
man.
it's about you, man.
I love going to wrestling shows, yo.
I'm going Monday.
Well, you guys, you are tuned into The Scoop here on MorrisMediaLive.com. We are going to get into our interview, our exclusive interview with Mr. CT, a.k.a. Clayton Thomas. If you want to join in on the conversation, please feel free to give us a call at 323-293-3375. And you can ask Clayton whatever you want to ask him, I guess, right?
CT.
You can ask CT whatever it is that you want to ask him.
For everybody listen, I don't want it to sound like I'm the artist formerly known as. I just mean it's like it just sounds weird to say Clayton. So it's like if you say Clayton, just say Clayton Thomas or CT.
Okay, there's
or
rules.
whatever one of these monikers I've ever heard for myself doing comedy out here. I've been called Young Gun, King of Detroit, Mr. Detroit City, Detroit, whatever. It's just,
Okay.
you get all of those
You do
nicknames.
get all of those nicknames. I understand. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, you know what else is interesting is the fact that you are cold and we are
Like she's-
warm as
I'm under the weather, so if you guys hear me,
Sitting here.
yeah, I'm like a little congested. And
shivering.
yeah, don't judge.
I'm not judging. I'm glad
Need
that
some
you
Claritin
are.
D.
I was out a lot this weekend
Yeah, you were.
Oh.
No thanks to myself and
Yeah.
Kingsley.
in Kingsley. Shout out to VT Kingsley.
Yeah.
Crazy boy. But anyway, so welcome to The Scoop, Mr. CT.
Thank you for having me.
You are a writer, comedian, actor, director too, right?
I have directed.
Creator, show creator. You've done it all.
I have hella shows that I've created. Now it's just like the stages of selling them, but
Yeah.
creating is easy.
Yeah. So you've been on the Arsenio Hall show.
Yeah, shout out to Arsenio, giving that love, man, showing mad love. Incredible guy.
Yeah. You've done Bounce TV, My Crazy Roommate, and Off the Chain.
Yeah, it's funny. Off the Chain was first, which was a stand-up. Oh, it's pictures of myself before. Off the Chain was it was their Comic View and their Def Jam on a Clean Family Network.
Okay.
And then then we did my crazy roommate Bentley Kyle Evans allowed me to audition for him and play a part on there. And then came Family Time, and I was a writer on it first, and I was like, hey man, can I audition for one of these roles? Because everybody in Hollywood has a short memory a lot of times, so they don't remember you did a guest spot on one of those other shows. So I came in. It was kind of messed up because I was like, yo, can I audition? He was like, yeah. I had already advocated for a lot of other actors to come in for that role.
Oh my God.
So he was like, all right, well, you got to go after them. And I'm like, oh. And these people were hilarious. I'm talking about they were bringing the heat. So I had to go in last. And thank God it went well. So well enough for me to book the role. And here we are 4 seasons later. Well, them 5. For me, this is my 4th season.
Okay.
Yeah,
Perfect.
so very exciting.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And my character got a spinoff. Holla at you, baby. I didn't want to just put it out
Tell us
there.
about that. What
The spinoff is about the character that I play on Family Time called Donnie. Okay. And he plays Omar, best friend. But in the spinoff, which I can't give too much about because we're waiting on the episode order, but Angie Stone plays my mother.
Oh.
Nice.
My man Chico Beneman is one of my best friends. One of my actual real life, 2 of my best friends in real life, Tahir Moore and Anthony Belcher, which is Doughboy, who is on All Dev Digital with Russell Simmons. And then you got Tahir, who's also at ADD, but he just landed in Insecure on HBO with Issa Rae. They play on the show with me. I got so many people. I got Antonio Fargas playing my landlord. It's incredible. Like, the long list of celebs is ridiculous, and we're having so much fun.
We had Tahir here a couple weeks ago.
Oh, he's the best.
Hilarious.
One of my real life best friends.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I like to see that you guys all kind of bond together.
Yeah, it's life is too short, and the business is too hard to not have people that you genuinely hang with and care about and want to see them succeed.
Yeah. Now, you mentioned during one of your shows that BT is your best friend. Is that?
Oh, yeah. BT Kingsley is my absolute best friend.
Hilarious.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I was like, oh, that's interesting.
He's amazing. BT is like my parallel. He is we began a friendship because he is everything that I was, and where we were different, we were completely different. Like, whereas I'm like, I hate ranch dressing. He's like, I love it. I'm like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Or just different things. Like, we both have a thing for chocolate women, but he loves women with gaps. And
he does. He said that. He said that.
And I love women with like super small areolas, and he likes the huge pancake size areola.
Pancake areolas.
Yeah, it's not my thing. I mean, I don't discriminate. I'm definitely gonna, show love to it regardless.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm
so you
more
can have a preference for an areola.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You can have an areola preference.
Yeah, you don't want no areola to take up the whole breast. I just like the little peekaboo nipple.
Oh,
I mean, I'll take
so you like a dime areola or like a silver, like a 50-cent piece
like a
areola?
dollar.
It depends on the size of her breast proportion.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about like, I like that and it protrudes.
So you like the
protrude.
Like the orangutan nipple tip.
Yeah, I don't want
all
the
of a
one.
sudden Neeson's awake.
I don't want the areola that doesn't turn into anything. It's just take up the space.
Right.
It's like, what are you doing?
That is weird.
You haven't become a
What are you
real
doing?
nipple.
Yeah, you have not evolved.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Sorry, you brought me on. He got a lot of comment with me as well.
That was a real conversation.
I'm sorry. That was very real for you guys.
Sorry, ladies who are listening. I'm just educating you guys. I like to help.
You're so crazy. Okay, so now you're also a ghostwriter. You've done.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's actually how I got started in a sense of writing. I was ghostwriting for a lot of bigger comedians, and it was like, I would go on the road with them, or I would write scripts for them and write a lot of their material. And I was paid handsomely, especially at the time when I didn't know any better. Mm-hmm. But then it became, I saw a fork in the road. Like, am I going to be this guy that continues to go and puts his dreams on the shelf? Mm-hmm. Or am I going to be the guy that still helps people, but my focus is myself first?
Mm-hmm. And you decided.
Absolutely. Because here's the thing. You know what helps you decide? Everybody thinks that it's fun. Like, you're like, yo, like, who's your favorite comedians? Both of you guys.
I mean, let's go right now. Kevin Hart's the biggest comedian.
Kevin Hart, and he's an amazing guy.
Yeah.
Who's yours?
I would say the same.
Okay. Let's say Kevin Hart. Let's say you are saying, yo, I would love to go on a road with Kevin Hart, right? And they're like, yeah, I love to perform with my idol. And then you go perform with Kevin Hart, and it's a great show. You have an amazing time. And at the end of the show, now you want to go out and meet the fans. You want to go meet the fan base that Kevin has. And while you're out there meeting the fans, everybody's like, hey, you were funny, but can you introduce me to Kevin? Hey, is it a way that I can get backstage for Kevin? Hey, do you know where Kevin going to be at next? What y'all about to do?
Right.
But really want to know what you and Kevin are going to be doing, because they don't want to care about you. It's them. And that's no hate. It's like you want to pay your dues and earn that same excitement and respect as well. But you have to remember, these are his fans. This is his show. So sometimes you have to separate ego to, you know what, I want to achieve this similar status. I don't want to be in the shadows, where there are a lot of writers who are like, yo, I would love to be in the shadows. I don't like the spotlight. I don't want to be in the front.
Don't like it at all.
Yeah, writing is something that I've been blessed to be good at, but it's not something that is the end all be all. Like, you'll see, as my career continues to flourish, you'll see starring Clayton Thomas, and then you'll see randomly somebody who is a favorite actor or comedian of yours. You'll see it say written by Clayton Thomas, and I won't even be anywhere in the movie, but you'll still know who I am.
So how do you come up with your material for your show? Are these, because I heard a lot of funny stories this weekend that you told.
Thank you.
So are these real stories, or
every story I say on stage is completely real. It's happened.
Really?
It's happened to me.
So the threesome story.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Happened. A couple of
Threesome story.
Yeah. So he had
I had
a threesome. You
couple
have to
of
go to one of his
stories.
shows to check it out.
Yeah, I don't want to, because it's a different environment now. It's weird just telling in front of two people.
It's not, but it's always interesting to hear some stories.
Hold on.
Well, you know what it is? It's every story has happened to me. It's not one of those things where I'm like, some comedians like, yeah, this story was actually my boy, and I kind of rewrote it for myself.
Right.
That doesn't work for me. Like, I have to say what happened to me, and those threesome stories were a while ago. Everybody, they were a long time.
Put that out there.
Long.
Yeah.
Hear you say that. So who's your favorite person so far that you've worked with? Like, who's your favorite on-camera
person?
Yeah, that you've worked with.
Martin Lawrence.
Really?
Without a shadow of a doubt. Martin Lawrence
classic.
is the reason that I am a comedian. Martin Lawrence is the guy that showed me that it's possible to do more than one thing at once, which was Def Comedy Jam and his own sitcom. Yeah.
Okay.
He's the only reason I wanted my own sitcom to begin with.
Okay.
He's the pinnacle. He and Jamie Foxx. But Martin Lawrence especially, man, like, he defined my humor as a child. It was Martin Lawrence, Will Smith, Jamie Foxx. You know what I mean? Like, these guys shaped it.
And speaking of your own sitcom, you have your own. You create your own web series called The Misadventures of Clayton Thomas.
Man, I feel like either A, I should have gave you an updated bio, or BT told you a lot of stuff that he was just a fan of. Yet, Misadventures of Clayton Thomas was a web series that I created in 2010, actually, that chronicled it was loosely based on my dating life at the time.
Okay.
And it was just me trying to create my own vehicle, because I wasn't getting those auditions that made me a lead man or put me in a scenario where I was with a beautiful woman. Okay. And this was stuff that I was doing before Instagram, where everybody's like, yeah, get you a hot girl, make a couple jokes, 1 million followers. Like, this was when you were in the trenches, and it was an incredibly fun time, but then it stopped being fun, and I just stopped doing it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Misadventures of Clayton Thomas was a nice cult following that I had. I enjoyed that.
All right. So you're a married man.
Yeah.
So that's good. How long have you been married?
We've been married for like 2.5 years, but we've been together for 6.
Oh wow. Okay, so she's your long-term sweetheart.
Yeah, she's someone that if it all goes bad, I got to make sure she's taken care of.
Right.
Yeah, got her. She was with me when I was on a bike.
Oh.
So just off that, you got to be like, you know what you need? You need something? Let's go get you something.
Oh, that's very sweet. So so we discussed this earlier, but ladies, CT is going to give us some tips on how to snag a man, how to snag a husband. Steve Harvey has his rule book for ladies,
which is
his advice book
for Steve.
Yeah, okay. So a lot of guys have negative things to say.
No, I don't have anything. First of all, Steve Harvey is a mogul and also an influence of mine. However, I think that book is catered for a certain type of woman, maybe someone who's been through and bumped her head a couple times, but it's not for the young lady who just started dating or is trying to figure it out.
Okay, so what are CT's rules? What advice do you give?
Well, the first piece of advice. This is probably.
Put your glasses on
you know what? Let me put the glasses on for him. That's a good call. All right. The first piece is that I'll give you is communication.
Okay.
So many, not even just women, but so many people don't communicate. We expect people to read our minds or to catch the hint. Yeah. And no one will ever catch a hint. Nobody understands what you're thinking except for you. Yeah. So communicate. I have so many female friends, and I've watched this happen. They'll meet a guy in a club or meet him wherever they meet him, give them their number, and then when the guy reaches out, they ignore the message or don't pick up or, just, hey, I'm busy, let me call you right back. And it continues to be that. Mm-hmm. So instead of being an adult and saying, you know what, I gave you my number, I'm not attracted to you, I'm sorry for wasting your time, it's just not going to happen. Or I was just being nice because I didn't want to make you look crazy in front of your friends and my friends, that's why I gave you my number. Please don't reach out. Communicate. Like, there's so many people who are so quick to use a song verse to articulate their point. Mm-hmm. Like, what's big right now?
Drake.
Beyonce.
Oh, first of all, any Beyonce song chicks will use. Like, they were like, I slay. Okay, I ain't got time for it. I'm in formation right now. Boy, bye. Like, that stuff, that's what immature girls say. And I'm not even talking about an age of women who say it. I'm talking about there are 45-year-old women who say stuff like that and sound ridiculous. Like, communicate. Use your actual words and relay how you feel. Okay. That's the only way people are going to understand. So communicate. Whether you're into a guy, not into a guy, what you're looking for. And please don't come and say that you're looking for, I'm not looking for anything right now. Everybody's looking for something. Even if you're looking to meet somebody and have a friendship or to hang out and have fun, or you're looking for a relationship, like, communicate that. Nobody can read your mind, and we're not children. So you're not going to get a whooping if you if you tell this dude how you feel. It's not like, I don't want to hurt his feelings. You're hurting his feelings by not picking up the phone. So communication is number one.
Okay.
Number two would have to be honesty. Nobody likes a liar. Women love to say that men are liars or nobody can keep it real. But to be honest, when somebody tells you the truth, you can't really handle it. That's men and women included. I have a homeboy who dated a young lady, and she was, dating other guys. And and he's like, what are you doing? Are you dating other dudes? And she's like, yeah, I'm dating other guys. Why did you have to tell me that? And she's like, because you asked me.
Just ask.
So it's a similar thing if a man gets caught cheating or something like that, and the woman's like, if you just keep it real with me, then, let me make my decision. A man is like, I'm not going to give you that because you're going to leave. Like, I bumped my head a couple times. Let's move on. If I told you the truth, then you out. I can't risk that. So everybody lies for a reason, but honesty is pretty much the only thing you can for sure bet your clock by. Nobody can be mad at your honesty. They can only be hurt.
That's true. Okay. Any others?
3. Oh, absolutely. You wanted 5? 3
you can 5.
Is stop being so concerned with what you think other women do. Like, you see so many women who say, I'm not about to do that. I'm not like them other girls. Stop thinking about them other girls and be you. If you're somebody who wants to have sex on the first date, do it. You grown. If you want to be somebody that waits 90 days, enjoy your 90 days by yourself, because ain't nobody waiting that long. Exactly. So for that part, just do things differently than what you think other women are doing. Like, stop being a lemming, be a leader. I like that. Stop being a lemming, be a leader.
Be a leader, okay.
4 would have to be sexuality. We're all adults. Nobody's a 12-year-old anymore. So it's like, to talk about sex isn't taboo. So many people say, oh, you shouldn't talk about sex so early. Why not? What am I, in the 8th grade? If I want to talk about sex during these pancakes at breakfast, we're going to have a conversation about sex.
Right.
If I want to talk about, hey, what do you not like? Then tell me that. Don't say, well, it depends on the guy. It doesn't depend on the guy, because everybody knows what they like no matter who's involved.
Yeah.
I know that I like getting that young top no matter what. So that doesn't say, well, it depends on the girl. If she like the top, then I'm cool with the top. No, I like that top. So I'm going to compare that top when I get that top. But everybody knows what they like. So you can't say it depends on the person or the energy. It just depends on what you like. Okay. 5 would have to be, make sure the ball is in someone else's court. Keep your word. I know that's a 2-parter. This is what I mean. I'm someone who is impeccable with his word. I am always on time. I am always forthcoming. And then there's a part of that forthcoming. If I have to tell you something important, sometimes I won't text it to you or talk it to you over the phone. I'll say, hey, let's link up, and I'll tell you what I have to tell you, but I'm going to tell you. If you're forthcoming, if you put things in someone else's court, you can't be to blame. It's almost like when you see somebody out in Hollywood, everybody always says, hey, man, call me, man. We got to get up. Hit me up, dog.
Right.
I'll literally call you the next day, and you'll be like, hey, man, I'm a little busy. Let me hit you back. Cool. I've put it in your court now. I kept my word.
Yeah,
that's something I'm huge on. I did what I was supposed to do. And the other part is, what did I say? Put the ball in your court and...
keep your word.
Keep your word. I wanted to pay attention to see if y'all were listening. Keep your word. Nobody likes somebody who lacks integrity. Even if it's small to you, it's big to someone else. If I say, hey, man, I'm going to call you back in 20 minutes, and then I see you a week later, and you're like, hey, what happened? Oh, yeah, I figured, I'm saying that you was probably busy. I didn't want to hit you up. Keep your word. If you say you're going to call somebody back, do it. If you say you're going to do something, do it. That's the only way people can start to build trust with you is your integrity.
Dang.
Yeah, I'm out here with these facts.
Are you a dad?
Hell no, I ain't no father. Hell no.
I felt like you just went real this was like daddy talk.
Hell no. Father. It's just I'm just tired of people wanting the title of adult without earning
being
it.
an adult.
They'll say I'm grown, but then do some childish shit.
Right.
I'm not a fan of that.
So what do you have coming up? What are some upcoming projects you have?
Coming up on VH1, you can check out MTV's hip hop. VH1 on VH1 you can check out Hip Hop Squares, which I was a producer on. Nice. You can check out season 4 of Family Time, which airs this Tuesday. What is that? October 4th on Bounce TV. Myself, Omar Gooding, Angel Conwell, Tangerine Thomas, Bentley Kyle Evans is helming it. It's his creation and it's been going for 4 seasons. We are extremely blessed and lucky and thankful to Bounce for allowing us to be on the air this long. We have so many different special guests. Rodney Perry, first of all, is a part of the cast. Outside of that, I have some big news coming. I cannot say it right now.
No.
However, a lot of great things are happening. You can check out my lady, Tangerine Thomas. She will be on a show called Famous in Love that is airing in April of 2017 on Freeform, killing the game right now. And she's the voice of Egg on Denny's, the Denny's commercials.
Really?
Yeah.
Shout out to Tangerine.
Yeah, Thomas. Killing the game. So yeah, a lot of great things are coming up. And I'm always performing. So if you guys are on Instagram,
you are.
Team Clayton Thomas. Find me. You talk to me, I talk back.
Hey. All right. Thank you, CT. That was good.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
All right. So, Neesin.
Yes.
Neesin usually every week gives tips to the guys.
Uh-oh.
His relationship
I can't wait to hear it.
I thought I would let you to take care of the ladies.
Go ahead, man. I want to hear this.
Let Neesin take care of the fellas.
Because we all need advice, brother.
Yeah. Nah. I mean, this is pretty simple. So I don't know if you've seen this on Instagram, but it's protect your energy. Right?
Oh, yeah.
So, I come into a crossroad. This goes for guys and girls really. A lot of the people that I talk to, a mentor just throughout the week. A lot of them this week just been hitting me with their situations and situationships and all the things they're going through, and I just keep telling them like, yo, you're not protecting your energy. Like I told you, right? So, and for example, if somebody, science as a matter of fact has just proven that energy is transferable.
Okay.
If I have a negative energy and you came in all happy, I could push that negative energy onto you. You're gonna leave now you're gonna leave with the negative energy because I pass it on to you. But that's because you allowed me.
Right.
So once you see somebody with negative energy, or once you see somebody draining you and sapping you and doing all those things, I'm trying to hurry up, doing all those things to drain your positive energy or the mind state you're in. Once you realize that, like, and I'm talking, look at every single relationship you have, friends, family, love, partnership, brother, whatever it is, any relationship you had, like, look at them, step back and look at it and say, what are they bringing? Because they say you're the sum of the 5 people you hang around, right? So what are they bringing to your energy? Are they adding to it? Or are they all they do is taking away without reciprocating it? Because that's big. Because it should be a give and take. Like if it's me and you right here, and if we're building something together, then that's great. But if it's just me giving all these things to you and you're just taking it, then what is that doing?
Right.
What's that doing for you? You're not growing. Right? And I'm not growing either. If anything, I'm losing. So it's protecting that. It's protecting it from all aspects, protecting it even from the things even the things in your life. When you say your room, like look at your room. So is your room cluttered? If your room's cluttered, your life is cluttered.
That's very true.
Right? Because you say, oh, I want a man. How you want a man when you sleep with things in a bed?
Ooh.
How's your bed's gonna feel? How you want a man when your car's dirty?
Neesin, are you a pastor?
No. Huh?
Did you just get ordained?
I'm just saying. I mean,
you did, because I went to church just now.
You know what I'm saying? These are things that I've literally been talking about in the last couple of days just to my friends, and I've been telling them that because these are things that I just went through in my personal life. I literally stepped back and looked at, like, oh, I want this, I want that. And it wasn't even like I want a girlfriend, but maybe I want somebody to sleep in a bed next to me.
Right.
But what type of girl is going to sleep in a bed when you got thousands of things, right?
Right.
So once you move that out your life, you realize it's not your quote unquote time that's taken up. It's the energy that everything else is taking up. So you move those out your life, and then you got options. And I was like, well, you got 3 people that you could choose from, right? Because it wasn't the energy. It was the thing. I mean, it was the time. It was the things that was taking up the energy.
Right.
So when I say protect your energy, it doesn't mean just from people. It means from the things in your life. And look at the way you move. Look at what you handle.
Right.
Look at all those things and protect that because. That's a whole other thing, but it's about the moments, you know what I'm saying, and the things that you give the energy to, those moments, and so just be very protective.
Is this just for the men, or is this?
No. That's what I say. Usually it's for the men, but I wanted to get it for everybody.
Can I add to that?
Yes, absolutely.
Here's the thing. Also, ladies, and I'm not coming down on you guys. I want y'all to win so much because I got so many homeboys that. Some of them are really good guys and some of them are just, whatever. But you have to think about things too. Are you living a life that a man would proudly say you're his? Are you one of those young ladies who are on Instagram or Facebook shaking your ass and your ass is out in every single picture and you think a man wants that? It's a different thing between a man wanting to have sex with you and a man wanting to be in a relationship with you. And I'm sure every woman that is watching this or listening to this knows that every man who's been down with that in the beginning, the minute you guys are in a relationship, he's like, yo, can you stop taking pictures like that? Yes. Can you stop doing this? Can you stop doing that? And you're like, what? That's what you were attracted to when you got me? Yes, exactly. But now that I have you, how about we stop advertising that you're still available to these other guys? Like, don't make your relationship look bad if you are in that stance. If you guys have an agreement, by all means, do what you want. If y'all are flipping chicks together or, doing things outside of the situation, have fun, enjoy being an adult. But if you do not, try and take into account things that make both of you guys look good in a relationship. And that goes same thing for a guy. Like if you're a guy, come on, man. I'm going to just say that. Come on, man.
I was like, you got to explain that. Yeah.
Come on. Yeah.
But that's true for sure.
That's a good add-on, CT.
I'm out here. I like to help. You know what I mean? Now, what about you? Are you single? You all up in everybody else's business. What's going on with you? Huh? What you got going on? Who's in the bed?
You can't, no one. You can't flip the...
I can't flip?
No.
I want to flip.
Don't worry about it. Are you single?
I am single.
Oh, you're single?
I think.
Oh.
Depends on the day.
See, that's that shit.
Check, watch your phone in like a couple minutes. Like,
are you done with that show yet?
Oh, so you single, huh?
I watched your show. You wasn't single when I gave you that gas money.
No one gives me gas money.
That is sad. Nobody gives you gas money.
Nobody?
Stop. You know what? You guys are also.
I'm just saying, like, I give my homegirls gas money if they need it.
Yeah, what's that about?
Like, nobody give you gas money? That's crazy.
You guys are so messy.
You
guys better be glad I'm a little under the weather today.
Are you? What would happen if you were above it?
If I was above the weather, I would go in right now. But I don't feel great, so I'm gonna.
She wouldn't. She's still mad. She lost Battle of the Sexes twice.
I didn't. Battle of the Sexes
I didn't know women could lose that.
No, we didn't lose. We did not lose.
She did. You didn't lose.
I didn't lose.
You said you didn't lose.
I didn't say lost.
Yes, you did.
It's okay.
It's all right. It's cool.
Yeah, we're going to have around
3.
What made you pronounce didn't like that just now? I've always been curious when people pronounce it. Yeah. Why do you pronounce it like that?
It's the Long Beach in her.
Didn't?
Yeah, that's not how you pronounce it.
How are you supposed to say didn't?
You're supposed to say didn't, like you did 2 times before.
Didn't.
Yeah. You grew up your entire natural life saying didn't. Here's the thing.
How did I say it? What was
you said the way you said it just now? Didn't is how you pronounce it. You know why?
She said didn't.
Because it's DIDN''T, which means you're supposed to roll with the N and the T, as opposed to the first pronunciation, which implies that it's spelled DIDENT, which is actual dent, and it's no dent, and it's didn't.
So that's one of those Wait,
you know how to say it. You said it naturally.
This is too much.
Didn't.
This is too much for me.
Didn't.
Where can people find you on
I didn't know
media?
that you didn't know that.
I didn't know. I mean,
See?
I know that.
That's how you say it.
I didn't know.
I didn't know.
that.
I
That's
didn't
not how
know.
you say it.
I didn't know.
Don't say it like that.
Didn't.
There you go.
That's a lot of
it
energy.
doesn't. You
It takes
naturally
a lot
say
of
it.
Energy. We just talked
From now on, I want you to, every time you pay attention to her,
I got you.
Watch how she says it, which is the more natural way,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's how you're supposed to say it. Now, I am ClaytonThomas.com is where you can find me amongst everything you ever want to search me.
Lord have mercy. This
I like to help.
he is.
You ain't got no man, you ain't gonna find one mispronouncing words.
I don't talk about my personal life. on it, so
But want to know everybody else's. You see this, Neesin?
I go through this every week.
I
man.
can't
I go
believe
through
the
this every week.
audacity and gall that is in
Every
this
week.
room with
I
this
told you guys
hot-ass
I'm
water.
single and I'm not single in the same.
She's
In the same.
she's in a situationship.
No, I'm not.
Ooh,
If you're single and not single at the same time, that's a situation.
that is a situation.
No, it's not.
Situations.
The point is, I'm not. I will not say.
in our lives, but
I
you
will not
gotta be
confirm nor
smart
deny.
about it.
All right, you guys, this has been another week of The Scoop. You can check us out on Instagram at The Scoop On Air, and we're on Twitter as well at The Scoop On Air. If you have any questions, concerns, comments for myself or Neesin, you can email us at thescooponair@gmail.com. Thank you so much for tuning in, you guys, and thank you, Clayton, for
Hey,
coming.
thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
for
having
singing.
me.
Thank you for all of your words of
It was my pleasure.
wisdom.
Do y'all notice how fast I'm getting kicked off because I told her how to pronounce that word properly?
No.
I gotta leave now.
Didn't.
There you go. That's the perfect way.
Didn't.
She gonna put hood to it now.
Yeah, that was like,
That's
like-
too-
Like, you have to.
Keep your mouth open when you say it. Why?
All right. Until next week, guys.
Did you get the
Oh,
scoop?
you know what?
handle?
Yeah, I gave everything. I gave everything.
We didn't
sir.
hear. I'm sorry.
Can we close with Clayton's stand up?
Uh-oh. Depends on the clip. Where you-
CT's stand up.
You keep
I
saying
got some
Clayton.
new stuff too, Paul. So if you go to something old, I'm gonna realize you did not look
It's
for that.
old.
Inside
No,
She
I
did.
did
How
it.
you lie.
Ah.
Like we'll never know
No,
how
this
women
was
lie. 'Cause
funny.
They change shit up. They can make up a story out of nothing. They can literally leave another dude after fucking him and make you believe she didn't fuck nobody. Like you be like, where you coming from? With the condom hanging out her ass. Where the fuck you coming from? Oh, this? My bad. Anyway. There was some construction going on down the street, and you know how the wind be blowing in North Hollywood, so the shit blew. I got a dress on, so it blew up in the jar. I don't know how it happened, but it just happened like that. You got anything else you want to ask me? Men have signs. Like, whenever I lie, I always start blinking and scratch the back of my fucking neck, and I didn't know that until she told me. Like, she was like, so where you coming from? Me? I was at the Rouse and shit like that. No, you wasn't. Why you talk? How wasn't I at the Rouse? Because you blink and you scratch your motherfucking neck. Ups. I don't fucking blink and scratch my neck when I'm lying. Yes, you do. Where were you coming from? Like I fucking said. I was at the Vons. You said Rouse. Okay, look, bitch. I was at a grocery store. All right, what else do you need to know? Women know signs, dude. Women got their shit together. Here's the funny thing.